Hello, this is Griffin, art director for Psychospectacle, working on the project Quill, and welcome back to another Ardomanian lesson. Last time we did a bunch of conjugation. We learned a lot of things. We learned about, the breathed consonants. We learned about, what did we learn about? Breath consonants. We did plurals, or, just kind of a wash over plurals. Same with possessives, just a little bit of a wash over possessives, kind of brought it up. But mainly the big topic of the last episode was conjugation. We learned the verbs tasani and altani, to be and to have. And this time around, we're going to do something a little different. We're going to do adjectives, and I have no idea how long this will run because my adjective notes are huge. And I have a lot to say about adjectives, and this is like my favorite thing that I came up with. Like, I feel like such a cool guy. Excuse me if you hear a lot of moving. I'm trying to get my book to where I can read it. Crap. There we go. Got it. Okay, so today we're gonna do adjectives, and I guess I'll notate it up here. Adjectives. And to get started, adjectives in Ardomanian are a little weird. God bless. Sorry, my notes are falling over. Adjectives in Ardomanian are a little weird. There are two forms. You've got definite adjectives and indefinite adjectives. And there's a very strict difference in between them. To start out, we will talk about, the indefinite adjective, because this is the basic form of pretty much all adjectives in Ardomanian. Sorry if my voice is fading in and out, trying to keep my book to where I can... My goodness. I can't get my notes where I can read them. Sorry, I'm being a little too jolly right here. Let's be serious and talk about adjectives. We will start with the indefinite form, because this is the, the form of adjective that, I guess if you looked an Ardomanian verb up in the dictionary, it would come in the indefinite. So this is the basic one. And, to start today, or, throughout all today, we will be working with the adjective... If I can write, jeez, oh my gosh. Ronasu. Ronasu. And, Ronasu is red as an adjective. And this is important, the as an adjective thing. Sorry I'm writing at a slant. I've kind of got my tablet in my lap, so it's a little rough. But it's very important that we say that ronasu is just an adjective. Ronasu does not mean the color red as a noun. And that's because of this little bad boy right here, the u. The u sound makes it an adjective. Any word with u appended at the end, if it's an Ardomanian word and not some foreign word that comes in and is, translated with the Ardomanian alphabet, it's gonna be an adjective. And you very much take any noun and add u at the end and make it, an adjective. Like, I could say Ardomanu. Ardomanu is like, the adjective Ardomanian, as opposed to Ardomani, which means the language Ardomanian or of Ardoman, like possessively it is Ardomans. It's a weird thing. Like, the little suffixes are fun to play with in Ardomanian. So Ronasu is like the noun, or sorry, the adjective red. If you actually wanted to say, red in Ardomanian, might as well teach this now. We'll do colors later. But if you wanted to say red, it's Ronas. Ronas. And you can tell it's a noun is because I've dropped that u. There's no u. Or other way around. There is no u. You can tell it's an adjective because I've appended the u. Because I guess red in its natural form would just be Ronas because it's a noun. But anyway, let's get talking about indefinite adjectives. So this guy right here, Ronasu, is an example of an indefinite adjective. And the reason is because it's in the u form. Definite adjectives have a completely different form. When you're using an indefinite adjective, it comes after the word you're gonna talk about. So let's say red scarf. So a scarf in Ardomanian is a sov, or I guess it's like the closest thing to a scarf. God, I can't. Sorry, I'm very picky with my handwriting. A sov is like the closest thing to a scarf in Ardomanian. It's like, or in Ardoman. It's different, but it's close. It's not like a thick woolen scarf. It's more silkier and a lot longer and bigger. And you could put it around, like, it's more of like a wrap for like your kind of head, neck area. It's versatile, a sov. So let's say red scarf. So you would say sov ronasu. Sov ronasu. And that means red scarf in the indefinite form. And what I mean by indefinite is, this is the standard use of adjectives in Ardomanian. An indefinite adjective it's always placed after the noun, as I've showed you. And, it's less formal in nature. And it's like you're saying a red scarf as opposed to the red scarf. But it's not like entirely the same as saying a, like if you said sov ronasu, it's not like you're saying a red scarf. It's just got the implication of being, indefinite, I suppose. So it's like less formal. Honestly, if you're walking down the street, you're going to use the indefinite adjective unless you're under like really specific circumstances where you would use the definite. Like, for instance, if you're just talking about any old red scarf, you'd say sov ronasu. Because, you're not talking about a definite particular red scarf. And that's where the definite adjective comes in. And there are other rules for the definite adjective, and I'll get into that in a second. So for the definite form, what do we have for indefinite? So, indefinite, we've got ronasu. And I guess that would be like ronasu. And now for the definite adjective of ronasu, or the definite form of ronasu, you have got, or well, it's like hard to say. It's like, I guess in this case it would be rona, but it's not like a word on its own. It's a prefix. The definite form of an adjective takes a word and like stops making it its own word. It turns it into a prefix. And what I mean is, if let's say you wanted to say red scarf in the definite form, you would say ronasov. Ronasov. And as you can see, I appended rona to the beginning. As opposed to, ronas. That is the, or I guess it should be, would it be ronasasov? It would be ronasasov. Excuse me. Have to like learn my own rules sometimes. Ronasasov. That is red scarf in the definite form. You take the word red and you pretty much append it to the beginning. Ronasasov. Except, you've got that in between, so it's not like, oh, you know what? There would be a breathed vowel. There would be a breath consonant here too. So ronasashov. Ronasashov. Excuse me. Sorry, like sometimes like my own like rules are like it's all floating around in there, man. So ronasashov means red scarf in the definite form. And what's the difference between indefinite? Well, it's way more formal, and it's like you're talking about one particular really red scarf. Like if you wanted to point one red scarf out of a crowd of red scarves, you would say ronasashov. And that's because you're talking about one thing in particular. So it is almost akin to saying the. I said it, I mean, like, the implication is really strong. Like, you're talking about a particular red scarf, and it's really red. Ronasashov. Or, like, it's, like, really, it's important that it's red, and it's particularly red. Like, it's outstandingly red, almost. Or it's formal. So that's where the rule kind of floats around a little weird. But these implications of like definite, like definite pronouns and indefinite pronouns are it's like it's a strong idea. And I guess when would you use the definite adjective? For, as I said, formality. you're being polite. If you're talking about specific things that I said. Oh, and two more things. If you were using quantifiers, which are, I guess, like, I'm making up words to mean things, but like it's adjectives that are numbers. Number adjectives are always going to be in the definite form. And you'd also use the definite form when you say like really common phrases. And I can actually give an example of this right now. So you already know the word vride, which I've told you is like hello. It's really closer to good day. And vridana, it's not as much as a goodbye, but it's a lot closer to like a good rest of your day. Because vri is the definite form of vu, which you've heard vu already used in a different way, but vu also means good. Vu is the verb, the noun, or no, not the noun, not the verb, the adjective. Vu is the adjective for good. Vu. And vride is a very common phrase. It's been around for a while, so you can imagine that vu has been screwed around with, so it sounds a lot nicer and better. So, vride, vridana. That's just saying good day, good rest of your day. And you notice I don't say like good afternoon or good night for vridana. It's because dana is not night or afternoon. Dana is literally everything after this moment till the end of the day when you go to sleep and you start your next day. Dana is like the rest of the day. And it's probably my favorite word I made up. So, vride, good day. Vridana, good rest of your day. Also, you wouldn't say devu or danavu. If you said that, you're gonna get hit, because it sounds like you're being a sarcastic jerk. So don't go around saying devu, danavu, because it's not definite. It's not like you're going like, I want you to have a really particularly good day. It's like you're going up to someone and being like, yeah, have a good day. Yeah, good day. Yeah, sure, good day. Hope it's good. It's really like rude. So don't say devu or danavu. That's a no-no. That's not cool. But anyway, tangents aside, those are some of the reasons you would use, the definite adjective. Common phrases, formality, quantifiers, and specific things. Every other case, you're using the indefinite. So I guess I'll write these down, or no, we'll do that next episode. I wanted to do a sentence, but next episode will be a lot better because I'm going to go into quantifiers, and quantifiers is really just building off adjectives, and then we can have one big long adjective sentence that's really nice and pretty. But so instead I'll just put the two examples of the definite and indefinite adjectives next to each other using the words sov and ronasu. So here we have sovronasu, which this is red scarf, but indefinite. And then here we have ronasashov, which is also red scarf, but definite. And if you weren't here for last episode, this little guy here, the sh sound, that's a breath consonant, and I explained those in the prior episode, but you pretty much get that because you have another consonant of the same sound previously, before a vowel that's before this one. So it's like S vowel S, and that's why you get the sh. Same thing. This happens with T's and R's too. You get like a ch and then a rolled R. And I won't do an example of a rolled R because I'll embarrass myself. But yeah, that's really all we got going. I'm sorry if it seems like I'm firing off synapses at a mile a minute. I'm just trying to get through these as fast as I can. Probably still talk for 20 minutes, but I have a good time, and it's good that I have a good time. It's good that you guys have a good time. However, I'm really trying hard to not make these long. It's a real struggle, but I want to talk about everything. But anyway, let's wrap it up here. Thank you all for watching. If there's anything you want to see, send it my way. Send me a comment, anything. I'll make it for you. This is like my favorite thing to do. When I go to calc class, I sit down and I do this in my notebook because I am real invested in this, damn it. But yeah, if you want to see anything new, let me know. I'll make something cool for you. Or I'll try to accommodate, if it's weird, probably not, but, follow us on Twitter, follow us on IndieDB, on the TigSource forums. Any comments about Quill, drop us an email at psychospectacle@gmail.com. That is our contact. And I think I've said everything. So, you guys have a real great day. Thank you for coming by and listening to me ramble on forever about adjectives. And next time we will get into quantifiers. So thank you one more time, and have a great one. Bye.